Students and teachers are marshalling forces against a new government that wants to cut funding to universities and make students pay more for their courses. There's much heated talk of the value and purpose of tertiary education. It's been years since so many people have taken to the streets in protest. It's just like old times.
Mixing up the medicine, I'm on the pavement, thinking about the government. A man in a trench coat, badge out, laid off, says he's got a bad cough, wants to get paid off. Look out, kid, it's something you did, God knows when, but if you're doing it again, you better duck down the alleyway, looking for a new friend, a man that could spin away.
The revolution cannot be effected until we have lunch. Champagne.
Maggie comes fleet foot, face full of black soot, talking at the heat, put plants in the bag, but the phone strapped anyway. Maggie said, but then he said, it must bust your nerves, and they all listen. Hey, look out, kid, don't matter what you did, walked on your tiptoes, don't tie no bows, better stay away from those who carry around the fire hose. Keep your clean nose, watch the clean clothes, you don't need a weatherman to know which way the wind blows.
Thank you for coming. This is an important meeting. We face a critical situation at this time in our negotiations. We have had now 4 or 5 enterprise bargaining sessions where we have discussed a whole range of issues, but have never once had an offer from management. As I reported to you last week, management undertook to provide us with an offer by Thursday or at the latest Friday of last week. And at 5 o'clock Friday last week, I had this message from the Deputy Vice-Chancellor responsible. Although I undertook at the EB session last Monday to exercise my best efforts to have an offer in your hands as early as possible this week, the complexities of operationalising the remuneration packaging and milestones elements have been greater than I anticipated.
In this climate of unrest, staff at Sydney University have called a stop work meeting. Academics have seen their salaries eroded year by year, till an associate lecturer now earns less than a high school teacher. For years they've been promised a pay increase, but nothing's happened. They've now decided to ban the marking of students' exams until the uni management offers them a pay rise.
The distress and the disruption to university operations would be lightened if the bans were lifted. The system is coming to a crisis point because it has been in crisis for a long time. And as I said to Professor Cram nearly 12 months ago now, we have got to stop pretending that everything is all right, and academics have got to stop saying, oh, well, all right, I'll do a bit more to help out. The system is at breaking point, and we must let it break publicly.
We are very angry at the incompetence of the management that they cannot bargain properly. These are people being paid a hell of a lot of money to run the industrial relations process in this university, and after a month they've turned up and said, we don't know how to do our job.
I think even if we extend the bans in a way which has very little real operational content, we should do it, because I think we must respond to their inactivity.
We're being asked to place the welfare of students above the welfare of this union and the members of this union and our salary. Unfortunately, it seems to me that at this time we need to say to the university and to some of our students and to some of our future students, we're very sorry, but you take second place at this point. It's as simple as that, and I'm prepared to say that this time round.
Meanwhile, time has run out for the students. The huge exam machine has started to roll. 800 exams are scheduled over the next 4 weeks in over 1,000 different courses. Nearly 100,000 papers must be marked and processed by the end of the year.
Now the supervisors will give out your examination papers. You may read them, but no writing other than the cover of your book.
Charles has somehow managed an unbroken record of high distinctions. It's not just his pride at stake if he slips up now. He must excel in these exams if he's serious about going on to do postgraduate work. Andrew seems to be doing anything but his thesis. He's still got another 3 weeks to finish it, but he's finding it harder and harder to concentrate. After dropping out and repeating last year, Cal is determined to get through these exams and finish second-year psychology once and for all. She's taken time off work and banned her friends from the flat.
So how are you doing, Charles?
It's just so stupid. Like, it is absurd just how little I know about this. This is so, like, they're just laughable.
Tomorrow, I've got my first Latin paper, and then Monday's the first psychology exam. Wednesday, I've got the second Latin paper and education on the same day. And then Friday, next Friday, is the last psychology one. And that's it.
I mean, do you know anything about what Marxists have to say about the distinction between productive and unproductive labour?
Don't be silly.
No. Worth a try. I don't suppose you can do it, do you? What am I going to do?
You're not going to fail anyhow, are you?
I could, well, I don't know, it just depends. Well, I've missed like a huge chunk of assessment for Latin, so I need to get over 66 to pass the whole year. And I don't know, it just depends how hard the exam is. And then for education, I mean, I should pass the exam and stuff, but it just depends on whether they let me, hand in the essays late after the exams. And all it would take would be for one lecturer to say, no, you're not allowed to hand it in, and that's just a straight fail. So it's touch and go.